All right, what's going on, guys? T Torres back here for another video. So one of the things that I've noticed that I haven't been doing that I should have been doing this whole time is after everything is said and done on these bikes and I have them how they are, is do like a 1 year update of how the bike is and the progress or what the state of the bike is in. So today we're going to be doing that with my 2022 Honda Grom, and I've had the DHM 149 kit for well over a year now. So we're gonna do a year plus of how the bike's holding up. So let's go ahead and get right into today's video. All right, let's see how many miles we got on her. We got 2,196, and it's probably safe to say over 1,000 of those have been with this 149 kit. I don't remember exactly how many miles we had on the bike when we did the 149 kit, but I'm sure it's documented somewhere on the internet. So as you can see, we have the 149, the DHM 149 kit, PCX 150 injector. We have the oil cooler, and we have the man of the box. We have the man of the box tail tidy. We have turn signals, Pro Taper KLX 110 bars with the yellow grips, aftermarket mirror, powder coated rims, white wall tires, Shinko tires, Yoshimura exhaust, upgraded front forks, and then upgraded rear shock. And then I think that's it. I didn't go steel braided or nothing like that. What else? Oh, of course we have the stiffer, 60% stiffer springs. What else is done? Still has the factory throttle body. What else? There's so much stuff. The DID Z420 chain, stock rear sets, shifters, stuff like that. But let's go ahead and dive into the performance of the bike and how everything is holding. Okay, fun fact, and has nothing to do with today's video, but we are going to be selling the Honda Navi here in the next week or two. I've already got a buyer lined up. Fun fact, the person who bought the 79 CT90 is also buying the Honda Navi. But let's get back into today's topic. 1 year from now, or 1 year has gone by since I've installed the DHM 149 kit. This is obviously the Gen 1. They've had some issues in the past for the Gen 1s with like the oil squirter, the clearances, and I mean, I'm probably not like a squid on this bike, but I don't baby this bike either. And you know, every oil change, I do check the valve clearances, make sure everything's good, which it probably needs to be done now. And I've had no issues out of it. So I think that one of the biggest things is a lot of people were kind of putting a bad name on David Hugh on the DHM, the owner of the DHM for the Gen 1 product. You know, but the guy is super reliable, super good to communicate, and is very forthcoming of the mistake with this kit versus, you know, other companies, they would be like, sorry, leave you out to dry. So I have respect for David in that aspect. For one, not that I know, but it's not easy being a business owner, especially in this industry of aftermarket parts and stuff. So since then, you know, I've had absolutely zero problems with this 149 kit. This was actually my first time. Yeah, that was my first time ever tearing apart, because I did the high compression piston, I did the cam and all that stuff, and then at my buddy's shop we did the 149 kit, and yeah, the bike makes great power. I think between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 kit, don't quote me, but I think is maybe a horsepower. So you lose 1 horsepower, but you gain that much more of reliability in the bike. You know, and I've ridden this bike at, you know, banging gears, shifting them at 9,000 RPMs. The bike idles and you know, sounds great for what it is. So like I said, I haven't had any problems with my 149 kit. I don't know how other people ride theirs, but like I said, I don't ride this thing like full throttle everywhere I go. Just, you know, I do kind of baby it and stuff. And one of the biggest things is I always run 93 gas in it, because I know some people may not readily have that 93 octane available. They may only have like a 91 or 92. Even if you could get like marine grade 93 with less ethanol content would be better. But seeing all it has only ever had 93 octane in it, I've had zero issues out of it. And as many bikes that have came and gone out of this garage, I tell you right now, this bike, it will forever be in the stable. The 181 Monkey will always be in the stable. And then the Trail 125 is not going to go anywhere as well. I was supposed to be going down to, or up to Wayne's house and getting that 181 put in the Trail this weekend, but I'm chasing down an exhaust leak on my truck, and I didn't want to listen to that the whole time. So I think if you're on the fence of doing the 149 kit, the problems have been fixed with the Gen 2 kit, and makes a little less power, but it's a lot more reliable. Like I said, I may not beat on mine 24/7 or ride it like, you know, rev limiter everywhere I go, but I've had nothing but good, consistent power and reliability. The biggest thing is you know, you put good grade gas in it for what it's tuned for. I believe the Gen 1 was tuned for 93 octane. You change that oil out as you're supposed to do, check the screen, and you got to make sure you adjust your valves and make sure their valves are within the specs. I do so many of these, I don't remember what the specs is for this. I've got it written down on my toolbox somewhere, but the biggest thing is, like I said, fuel, valve adjustment, and keep the oil changed in it. And I'm pretty sure the bike will take care of itself. But don't be discouraged about this Gen 2 kit. And I'm not saying this because I'm advocating on David's behalf because he asked me to. I'm telling you from my personal experience from the V1 kit and now the V2 kit, what has been addressed and what has been fixed. I've had no issues with mine, and I hope to never have any issues with it. But thankfully, if and when something ever does happen, I know exactly what to do. So like I said, this was the first bike after I got in a motorcycle accident that I have got back on in, maybe let's just say almost like 10 years. So I've done everything from the ground up on this thing. So if anything fails, I've got the tools, I got everything to make it work, but I've had no issues. And I'm sorry that I always lack doing these like 1 year after videos, but everything is solid on this bike. And I'm sure I missed some things. Like I said, upgraded front forks, upgraded rear shock. The only thing that hasn't been touched on this, is the factory graphics, the body panels. It has the factory rear sets and pegs. Other than that, everything has been changed. The wheels are different, or the tires are different. The wheels are powder coated. There's really nothing that hasn't been touched on here performance-wise. I really don't know what else you could do for this build that I have, how I want it, to make it any more better. The 149 kit is an absolute monster for what it is. Anything over like 12, 13 horsepower on these bikes is an absolute blast. So let me get this bike out of the garage and I'll fire it up for you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about this build, or you guys appreciate me doing like, where's this bike at after a year from now, or 1 year of ownership, blah, 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 please let me know down in the comments. So let me wheel this bike out and let's get this thing fired up. This thing purrs, man. It is a little bit chilly today, and a little windy, and it's sprinkling a little bit, but this bike's been nothing but good. If anything, this is probably the most neglected bike ever since I've gotten the 181 Monkey and the Trail. I actually do need to ride this bike more, show her some more love. But yeah, this bike's absolutely great. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like today's video, please leave it a big thumbs up. And like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.